My name's Tom Ellis. I'm the artist who's preparing the exhibition The Middle for the Wallace collection in September. For me, painting is really about performance and even the traces of painting. Even the paint and the paint marks and the way the brush marks and the process of making the paintings is so clear and evident in my work, almost at the expense at times of any kind of veneer of anatomical realism or some idea of correct figurative draftsmanship. But it's more about this process and this performance, and I think that's something that I've really seen in the last couple of years. And in a very isolated, rural kind of setting. Definitely had an impact in terms of that sense of historicity associated with my work. You know, that's inevitably been in the background throughout my work in those years. So it's almost fitting, actually, that I'm coming to the Wallace collection where I'm explicitly working in a historical context. So this exhibition, The Middle, draws together painting, sculpture and furniture. The thing that unifies all of those things is that they're all sort of instances of human effort and human labour. And I think with this show, I'm really trying to let things unfold, let things go out to the viewer, maybe with as many question marks over them as answers. 2007 I first exhibited furniture with my paintings, but in 2009 I really started to use furniture alongside my paintings to transform the kind of over-significance of painting. You accrue that kind of weightiness of the painting tradition, which is obviously one of the longest and richest and most kind of illustrious traditions in visual art. And that weight kind of starts to impact the work, the artist and even the viewer.
When I started as a director of the Wallace Youth collection 5 years ago, a German journalist contacted me because she had just heard that there was a German becoming a director of a national museum in London, and she was interested in the story. And as it turned out, she knew Tom Ellis quite well. Tom had actually joined her because he knows the Wallace collection really well, and so this is how our conversation started.
It felt like a big challenge, you know, because everyone I speak to who's familiar with the Wallace collection, they say it's their favourite institution. Well, it appealed to me because it's such a rich, both aesthetically, you know, in terms of the fabric of the building and the way the galleries are presented. That appealed to me as a kind of almost the antithesis of the white cube space. But here I was able to kind of improvise, so it falls somewhere in between the upstairs galleries, which are lined in silk, and then I'm using that kind of language of fabric to improvise the white cube space. Almost the authority of the display strategy. So most paintings, you know, it's very important for them to have enough space and to be hung correctly and all these things. And in a way, by mounting them on rails, it just means that the exhibition has a kind of fundamentally dynamic and open-ended structure.
We have many discussions here because many visitors think we are showing artworks like in the house when the family was living here, which isn't quite true, actually. In fact, we are trying to keep a balance between a museum display and a more domestic display, and that is something Tom explores in the exhibition. And I have learned a lot discussing that with him and seeing how he reacts to that, and I hope that this will be the same for our visitors.
One of the things in the last couple of years that I've kind of committed myself to is actually advancing my own ideas, trusting my instincts, pushing forward, even in the face of possibly quite problematic decisions or decisions that might seem to go against legibility for the wider public. But if they go away with a clear sense of some of the issues in the work, that would be amazing.